Hey guys, so today we're going to be planting some seeds. I'm going to show you guys how to plant a miniature greenhouse to get your seedlings going. It is so easy to actually grow seeds. I'm a true believer that wherever you drop them, they shall grow. So today we're going to be doing straight neck yellow squash and a dark green zucchini. And we are going to be doing it in this recycled cherry tomato little plastic container. It already has the holes on the bottom, and let's get started. So what I like to do is I like to actually put in some of my really good soil in the bottom of this first. I just kind of put it in there. I like to also spray it between layers. That way your dirt is moist and doesn't require you to water it through. Even though it does have the holes, by the time you're done spraying all this, it's going to have adequate enough water anyways. So, okay. Now what I do with these ones is I go ahead, I don't pat it down too hard. I actually just kind of level it out to where I can see, you know, kind of where I want to graph out my seeds basically. How many can I get in here? These ones are fairly bigger seeds, so obviously I'm not going to have as much room as I normally would, but that is all right. So we shall get these all in the soil. I like to use these jumbo popsicle sticks. They're great, A, for putting names, also for marking out lines as to where you want your beds to be. And I think here is where I'm going to put my first row. Now, one thing you always want to check, seed packets are great for the information that you need to find for the seeds that are contained in these packets. If this isn't exactly 1 inch into the soil, it's okay because we are going to be adding soil on top. So, never fear, this should be easy and fun. Okay, now, so I went ahead and I did 2 rows for each one. Let's sprinkle some seeds out here. Just gonna go ahead and place. Now, because of how big these seeds actually are, I think I'm only gonna get probably 3 seeds to a row in here, which is fine. And yes, I definitely know what you guys are thinking. How are you gonna know which ones are which if you're planting them together? I actually have this great little method of madness in my head that seems to work for myself. The zucchini definitely didn't have as many seeds as the other one, but you know, it's quite all right. So now that we have, oh, look at that, perfect amount. Now that we have our seeds in, okay, what I am going to do is I'm going to go ahead again and I'm going to spray. Because remember, we're not actually drenching everything, but we are keeping the soil moist. So you just want to spray these so that way they have a nice good moisture in here. They are in the greenhouse. Even though it is kind of colder outside, it's super warm in here, so I have no doubt that they are going to stay at temperatures that they need. And I just like to take my seed starting dirt and I just like to sprinkle it over the top. I don't really pat it down. I let the seeds kind of do their thing. This soil is made for seeds, so that way they have those little baby branches and baby leaves have an easier time raising up through the dirt. And again, I'm going to just moisten that last layer I put on. Those look pretty darn good. Now, this is where my madness comes in. What I like to do, because I know I'm going to use these sticks in my garden or in my pots, wherever these eventually end up. These are squash and zucchini, so they're probably going to be in the garden. I like to simply just take a piece of duct tape, cover that up, and tape it to the top. Now I know by this, my 2 rows here is my yellow squash. And I know that these 2, that one was a bit long, but that's all right. I know that these 2 are my zucchinis. Then, every time you open them up, and they're easy to remove, you know which is which. Then you just close them down, and now you have your very own little greenhouse. See the moisture already coming in because it is more warm in here. Like I said, these holes on the bottom serve as a purpose of letting that water drain. So this is an inexpensive way to plant your seeds, get the proper seed germination going to either put into your pots or your garden or wherever it is that you are growing your self-sufficient food. Thanks for watching and hanging out with me today.